two genders. God got it right the first time when he created male and female. Done deal. See how easy that intro was? No guesswork as to where I stand or anything like that. Straight to the point. Now let's watch Charlie handle some business.
You guys think... I just want to hear your guys' points. Like, why you guys
which
think
one?
There are only two genders.
How many genders do you think there are?
I mean, I think it is a very, like, upcoming fluid. I mean, my best friend is asexual and transgender and...
all of that?
I guess, I mean, I personally think that's a very fluid term. I think sex is very concrete, but...
Where is it flowing to? Because there's only two genders, so it can only flow from male to female or vice versa. So where else is it flowing? Asexual, transgender, LGBTQIA plus. Where are we going? Like, we got it right the first time when we had male and female. Stop trying to change things up because you feel some other type of way. It is what it is. Deal with it. That's life. That's reality. My goodness.
I guess I just want to know, like, are you guys saying that if someone were to claim that they were a gender that did not like confine to like being female or male, like, are you saying that that's inherently wrong?
I'll say there's only two genders. Gender and sex are directly related. And if someone claims a different gender, they're very confused. And your chromosomal structure should dictate your gender.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Did you attend class?
Okay.
But if you were to put a number, like, I say two genders, how many, like, don't you think we should have a number? Like, to say it's fluid, isn't that kind of, like, concerning? What if it's 60 or...
I guess, I don't know. I mean, personally, in my mind, it's like, I guess I just don't understand how someone who could tell other people...
I'm not telling anyone anything. I'm making a biological observation.
Well, I think sex is different from gender. I think those two. I think.
Why would you think that?
I think you're born a sex, and the sex is based off of the biological.
Sure. But what makes you think that?
I think it's not only how I've grown up, but like I've also I went to an all-girls school, and so I experienced the idea.
But you said all girls. What makes you think they're girls? Like, what makes them girls?
Well, that's the thing, is that we've had a couple people who obviously recently have started to claim that, you know, they don't identify as a girl.
So I could attend your school you grew up in? Would that be okay?
I mean, claiming, I guess it's...
Don't work too hard.
See, it's hard because I guess it's hard for people who don't necessarily feel, for me, I feel I was born a female. I identify as female. It's hard for me to judge other people who maybe...
But if I said I identified as a female, you'd be cool if I went to your school you grew up with?
Well, I mean, yes.
Really?
Yes,
okay.
I personally
even though my chromosomal structure is XY, not XX.
You say that now,
so
but
you think
you lying.
So I should be allowed in your locker room then?
I mean, personally, I think that... Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So 13-year-old girls with 13-year-old guys, perfectly
Foolishness.
Cool. But you're not a guy.
Absurd.
You're a girl if you identify as one.
Well, maybe I am. Maybe I'm a guy. Why are you assuming my gender? Do you see where things can get into utter and total chaos and confusion rather quickly?
I guess.
You got me, Charlie. I'm stuck.
See, here's the problem is I will definitively say there's two genders, and the opposition, they can't come to a number. And that's rather biologically inconsistent and concerning.
Y'all, this is absolutely and utterly terrifying. The fact that these conversations are even happening, that they're even taking place. You could see her brain was getting fried, dyed, fertilized, laid to the side over easy. Just thinking about this train of thought. Just people are so lost, and God, my goodness, please help these people. Please save this generation, because Gen Z or whatever we label them as, they give the impression that we're doomed. I know we're not. I know where I'm going. I know I got that eternal eternal salvation. I know Jesus Christ is Lord and Savior, but this girl right here had no clue what she was talking about. And these kids, they're just playing into the latest fad when they're actually faced with these logical situations and they have to critical think about, okay, wait, if this guy is claiming to be a girl and he actually goes into a woman's locker room, you turn around that corner, he starts taking his clothes off, You don't want to see that. You're going to be scared to death, and you don't want that actually to be your day-to-day reality. When dudes start taking off their clothes in women's locker rooms, it gets different. Feelings get different. Reality sets in. You don't want that to come into fruition. I guarantee these people that claim it's okay to feel what you want to one day and claim you're this gender when you're actually not, they're going to feel quite differently when dudes actually start going up in these women's locker rooms or restrooms and what have you. It's a whole different ball game when your thoughts become reality. You don't want that to take place. You could claim you're a cat, you can claim you're a tiger, you can't claim you're a whatever you want it to be, but that don't make it true. Just if you go try to be a bird, I've said this before, and you go try to jump off a building, you think you can fly, you think you can soar through the air, you're gonna get a reality check real quick. Gravity's gonna come down on you, you're gonna break your legs, you might die. God's going to put it into perspective for you that no, honey, sweetheart, you're a man or a woman. It's just that way. You don't got to change it up. And anybody financing these students on campus in college, they should be pulling the funding, because the thought process, their hard-earned money is going down the drain. It's out the window, because this right here, she really didn't grasp the idea that you can't put a unlimited number on genders. Like, you can't say there are 2 today, 10 tomorrow, 100 next week. Like, where does it end? There's 2. It is what it is. Like, you can't call a $1 bill $1 trillion. You just can't. It's facts. It's logic, common sense. Can we get it back, please? Like, cast a line out there for some common sense and logic. Reel them back in, folks, because we got to start unveiling the curtain, because you could literally see her brain breaking as Charlie just started dishing out the reality. And she didn't want to handle it. She didn't want to deal with it. She didn't want to digest it. But that's okay. I got some easily digestible biblical soul food for y'all today, because this is my purpose here on earth. I got to get the gospel out in front of y'all. 2 verses that clears all this up. And I know lots of kids and adults nowadays, in this day and age, they don't walk in faith. And as someone who used to be on a sin-filled journey myself, I understand where you're coming from, but you have a choice now that you could change this up. You could change the way you're walking, that evil, demonic, just lost relative truth way of thinking that you're living in. It's not going to lead to salvation. It's not going to lead to peace of mind. Waging sin, it leads to death. Genesis 1 verse 27 says, "So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them." Only 2, not 100, not 50,000, no, 2 dose. That's it. Whatever language you speak, 2 fingers. That's it. Male, female. You can feel like whatever it is that you want, but you can't change it up. You can't be going into inappropriate, pervasive. It is wrong. That's what it is. So get back to truth. Get back to the foundation of godly values. Society will be a whole lot better. I promise you, we start walking with this is the truth. With this is our parameters and guidelines. This is where true freedom lies. Not all this, I'm fluid and I'm going to go this way, I'm going to go that way because I feel like it's going to lead to peace and happiness. How's that working out? America, world, how's that going? Going with how you feel. A whole lot of dead folks, whole lot of sin, whole lot of cheating and lying and stealing and division. That's what's going on. There's not love. There's not unity going on. It's because people want to willy-nilly and think they could change things up and remix what God brought into life. No. Let's get back to simple reality. Let's get back to godly foundation, biblical values, and living a Christian life. Let me get back to the verse before I get sidetracked. 1 Peter 4 verse 10 says, "As each has received a gift, use it to serve one another as good stewards of God's varied grace." So you, however you were born, have a gift. Nobody else has what you got. Nobody else can do the things that you do, say the things that you say, bring life into this world how you can. Everybody has their own unique set of genetics, and it's a beautiful thing. Whether you're funny, you're educational, you're some sort of whatever it may be, you bring a gift to this world. You can shine light into everybody's world. You can lift up society. You can help society progress in the right direction towards Jesus Christ. Everybody's looking out for themselves and not looking out for each other and the greater good. And when you look to God, God is love, and God will fill this world with love, and he will take that evil sin, wash it away. He will always beat death. He will always be the light in the darkness. I promise you, in the darkest room possible, you could be in the darkest place you are. When you look to Jesus, that light will outshine any grim thing that you got going on in your world. I promise that will guide you like a lamp to wherever you want to go, to the promised lands, to eternal peace and salvation. I don't know why you wouldn't want to strive for that. All my eggs are in that basket. I'm not looking to anything else because I know what it's like to walk on the other side. I encourage you to change your ways and start pursuing the Lord. But shout out to Charlie Kirk and everybody who made this possible. I love how he's always cool, calm, copacetic, logical thinking, doesn't have to argue with you, doesn't have to get emotion involved, doesn't have to bash you. He just dishes it to you straight, gives you the facts, lets you feel how you want to feel, digest it. She clearly did not want to take it in and might have skipped biology class, might not be, outside of her iPhone. She might not know how to think because TikTok and Twitter and all the social media apps today tell these kids how to think. They don't know how to think for themselves. But at the end of the day, facts are facts. They don't care about your feelings. You can feel whatever type of way you want, but it's not going to change what reality is. So it's time to wake up, people. Cool. Wake up time. But hey, I'm going to keep on putting the truth in front of people, allowing them to think for themselves and hopefully make the right decision. That is, Jesus Christ, Lord and Savior, Messiah, one true King on the throne. But outside of that, I know y'all could listen to my rants all day long. I appreciate you being here. Let my fretful face take over your screen, but I do have to end this thing out. So don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you like today's video, so you can stay up to date on all my videos. Make sure you ring that bell. All my links are down below. If you want to support the channel, you can buy this awesome Waymaker shirt made by my lovely wife over on her Etsy store. She's got a bunch of different Christian designs, American, all that sort of stuff. I promise you, we got everything you need over there. Petite sizes to big, bleach, no bleach, whatever color option you need, we got it over there. Again, linked in the description, my wife's Etsy store. Outside of that, comment below. What do you think about this? We can disagree and we can still be civil about it. We can disagree and still be friends and get somewhere. We got to have these conversations, get hands off butts, get off the bench and get in there. But again, I can rant all day. Until next time, I love y'all. Godspeed. I'm praying for you and this crazy world we're living in. I'm gone.